Okay, let's unpack this. Greetings, everyone. Today we're doing a deep dive into something really quite important for your body, iron. Specifically, we're talking about a quick, pretty simple test called a ferritin test. Now, ferritin, think of it like your body's little storage locker for iron. And today, we're finding out why knowing what's actually in that locker is such a big deal for your health.
Absolutely. And what's fascinating here is, well, our insights today are drawn from a really useful guide. It's focused on people right in Redditch, actually, available on the Blood Test UK website. This test is key because it helps figure out if your iron levels are, just right, or maybe too low, which can make you feel really tired, run down, or even too high. That can also cause problems, potentially hurting your organs if it's not checked. So it really helps doctors decide, do you need more tests? Do you need treatment? It helps prevent bigger issues down the line.
Right. Here's where it gets really interesting. We want to make this super clear, like really easy to grasp, so you can quickly get smart about your iron situation, the main goal, to show you all the, frankly, amazing ways this simple test helps you feel your best, especially knowing services are available right there in Redditch. So how does this test actually help then? You mentioned preventing bigger issues. Is it good for catching things early?
Oh, definitely. It's great for catching problems early on.
Yeah.
Think about, say, a young woman who was always tired, maybe losing some hair, classic signs. A ferritin test could show low iron was the culprit, and with treatment, she'd likely feel much better.
Okay.
Or maybe a child, pale, sleepy. Again, this test could point towards low iron stores needing attention. And for pregnant women, it's often a routine check. Really important to ensure health for both mom and baby.
Makes sense. So it's proactive.
Exactly. If we connect this to the bigger picture, early detection is what prevents those bigger problems later. So for people in Redditch, this test might be used to monitor ongoing conditions, like maybe an elderly gentleman with chronic kidney disease. Doctors track his ferritin. Or perhaps a local athlete who might be at risk of iron overload. It just helps doctors adjust their plans. And it's a quick test, just a small blood sample from your arm. But it gives doctors in Redditch vital information.
And it's not just about finding the problem, right? It helps track if treatments are actually working.
Precisely. That's another key benefit. If your doctor puts you on, say, iron tablets for low iron, regular ferritin tests show if it's doing the job, if your iron stores are building back up.
So you know if you're on the right track.
Exactly. It helps get the dosage right, too.
Okay. And this raises an important question. It's not just about iron levels in isolation, is it? It links to overall health.
Absolutely. It ties into your whole health picture. We're talking energy levels, yes, but also a strong immune system, even helping your brain work well, focus, clarity. So by keeping an eye on your ferritin, you're basically making sure your body has what it needs to function properly across the board.
You mentioned Redditch earlier. Getting this test done, is it straightforward if you're there?
Yeah, generally it is. You can, of course, talk to your local NHS doctor, your GP surgery, or you can also check out private clinics. They often offer quick results, maybe more flexible appointments sometimes. It gives you options, helps you take charge of your own health information.
So what does this all mean then? Sort of wrap this up.
Okay.
What we've learned today, really, is that a ferritin test, it seems like a small step, but it brings potentially big benefits for your health. Helps catch problems early, keeps your body strong, makes sure you get the right care to hopefully prevent serious issues.
That's a great summary, yeah. This test helps individuals, whether they're in Redditch or anywhere, frankly, helps them feel better, stay healthy, and maybe even save money in the long run by avoiding costly treatments later. It also just contributes to a healthier community overall. It's really about being proactive and, smart with your health.
Okay. Here's where it gets really interesting. Here's something for you, our listener, to think about. Knowing how simple and beneficial a ferritin test can be for understanding your iron levels, what's maybe one small step you might take this week, just to learn a bit more about your own health and well-being?
That's a great prompt. And always, always talk to your healthcare provider about what's right for you. That's crucial. But being proactive with tests like ferritin, it can really lead to a healthier you and a healthier community, too, in the long run. And just a reminder, that guide we explore today, the one full of these great insights, it can be found on Blood Test UK. Worth a look.